who is Shine came watching. Now we are live on YouTube. So Tinti is free English or Spanish, Italy. We have French as well. I don't know. We have a lot of languages here to practice for free. And I'm not a teacher, no, I'm just like as well practicing. And then we are here to discuss a topic. And like usually we split peoples in small rooms and the breakout rooms, but we have like in this meeting just 80 people, so I will just stay here in the main room and I will send the questions and we are going to discuss about these questions, and how it is this how Team 2 works.
Yeah.
Yeah, great. So hello, Patricia. How are you today? Can you introduce yourself?
Who, me? Sorry. Yes. Hello, guys. Good afternoon. I'm Patricia. I'm 34 years old. I have two daughters, Eloise and Olivia. I'm graduated in science computer, but now I'm studying letter in college. And nice to meet you.
Yeah, great. And you, Lucas, how are you today?
Hi, good afternoon. I'm fine. I hope you are guys are fine too. My name is
Yeah,
Lucas.
great.
I am 25. I'm from Taubaté, São Paulo. I am a student, and that's it.
Yeah, it is your first time here.
No, I always been
Oh,
here.
okay. Yeah, I got it. Thank you. Sorry for my mom screaming with my brothers, but yeah.
No
Uh,
problem.
yeah, thank you. And you, Ricardo, how are you today? Can you introduce yourself? Yeah.
Yeah. Hello, good afternoon, guys. I'm Ricardo. I'm living in Campo do Jordão. I'm 33 years old. In this moment, I'm not working. Only at home. I have a pet, and I think that's all. Good afternoon.
Yeah, thank you. And you, Kike, how are you today? Can you introduce yourself?
Hey, hi guys. I am so good today. Right now it's rain here and I like rain. I live on Limoeiro do Norte. It's a small town on Ceará State, and that's all.
Great. And you, Manu, how are you today?
Hi guys. Well, I'm very well today. My name is Emanuele. I'm 21 years and I'm secretary. And I think it's this.
Yeah, I was doing like just the people who are here. I was like doing the thing, but yeah, just this. Alex, how are you today? Can you introduce yourself? Yeah.
Uh, Hello everyone, my name is Alex. Can you hear me now? I just got the camera, so I don't know how's the audio going.
Yeah, it is not so good the audio. No, I don't know what is happening, but we can listen you. Like I can listen you what you're saying, but it's not
Okay,
good. Yeah.
okay. So my name is Alex. I'm 47 years old. I live in San Jose. I'm unemployed right now. I'm a COVID victim. So I just would like to practice my English again. I've been unemployed since July last year.
Yeah, great. And and you, John, how are you today? Yeah, can you introduce yourself? Oh, you're muted. You're muted. Your microphone is not working. You need to turn it on. Yeah.
I'm sorry. So, I'm very good. My name is John, and I'm from São Paulo, here in Brazil. I like to study language. Now I am studying more Japanese and English, and I want to be a polyglot. And I see the opportunity in the group of WhatsApp that Ricardo called me here, and I am here for practice more my English. And I like speak with other people, understand everybody of the world, and I like so much.
Yeah, that is good. So welcome to the NTNT family. And now we can
Yeah.
start. I think everybody introduced themselves. I forgot to introduce myself. Oh God. So who don't know me? I'm Anna. I'm 16 years old. I'm a senior in high school, and I'm from São Paulo as well. So that is who I am. Nice to meet you, everybody. And I will be the host here today in the meeting.
Yeah.
As I said, yeah, I I show the video, and then we're gonna talk about indigenous and their importance, because I think it is a really incredible topic. And I put it the video that we watch it, and then another videos as a suggestion. No, you not necessarily need to watch this after the meeting. And the questions are, as long as you know the first one, as long as you know, do you have indigenous descendants? Kaike, can you start, please?
It's for me with the question.
Oh, I already read the question just to answer. Yeah.
Okay. I'm not sure. I don't know anyone. I don't know if has anyone that is indigenous. It's difficult on my family. I don't know.
Yeah, great. And dear Lucas, do you know if someone?
No, I don't know, but I don't think so. I think I don't have ancestry indigenous in my family.
Yeah, great. And you, Alex, do you know if you have?
Yes, I do have indigenous descendants. In fact, indigenous and African descendants.
That is perfect. Yeah, great. Like it is your grandparents or grandparents or something
Yeah,
like this.
my great great parents from my mother's side. It was an African man that came from Africa right after the slavery was over, with a promise of lands. He didn't get any lands as he got here, so he joined the priests to go to the tribes. And one day he met one indigenous woman, and they married.
Yeah, great. Thank you for sharing your history. And you, Patricia, do you know if you have?
No, I don't know. I think don't I don't think so. My descendants many. I think is African. Because my yes, my grandfather. I think he was from Africa. Yes.
Yeah, I got it. And you, John, do you know if you have?
Yes, I have, but is not live now. Was my great grandfather, great grandmother.
Yeah, perfect. Ricardo, do you know? Oh,
So I don't remember with I don't remember. So my family talked me about that indigenous. I don't remember the word. So I don't remember, but I think the every Brazilian there is the indigenous in the blood. I think that.
yeah, you said something that I was like waiting the time to say, but I truly agree with you that every single like Brazilian, we have like some connection with indigenous, like if you don't know, but we do know we have this connection. Kaiki, you wanna say something? You wanna add something? Go on.
Okay, I remember right now that in the high school I had a friend that he has descendants of indigenous people.
Oh,
Yeah.
as it is was your teacher? Yeah.
No, was a friend.
Oh, a
I had a
friend, yeah,
friend
a
in high
classmate.
school, a friend, a classmate.
Yeah, perfect. Um, hey, Wellington, how are you? Don't worry, we are just starting. Yeah,
Hello, everyone.
yeah, I already showed a video, and we're discussing about indigenous importance. And can you introduce yourself and you were like answer the number one if you know if you have like some indigenous descendants in your family or if you know someone who has as well. Oh, Wellington, can you listen to me? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Um, my name is Wellington. I'm 30 years old. I'm from Espírito Santo, Guarapari. I'm work as a receptionist at a hotel, and as always, I'm here to practice my English. So I, I I I I I don't know uh, much about the theme, but I have my my grandfather is descendant of indigenous. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's it.
that is great. Thank you for answering the question. And oh my god, that that is so horrible. No, I'm ashamed to say this, but I truly don't know if I have. But as the card said, I think everybody has. And like I have curly hair. My screen is brown, so I'm like, I guess that I have African, indigenous, and all this culture with my family. But I don't know truly to say, oh yeah, it's my grand or something like this. No, was, but I know that I do. Like I know that I have somehow. I have. Yeah. So now we can go to the next question. That is the number two. Do you know or remember the Indigenous Day? That is good. If someone know the date, just say me because I searched this so I know the date. Like it is naughty. You can search right now. Need to say what you think about.
April
Alex.
19th. April
Yeah,
19th. It's April 19th.
yeah. You search on internet. Like you search on the Google. Yeah.
No, no, no. I didn't.
No.
I know. I knew that because I don't know why some dates get stuck in your mind, but I believe schools are a little different today. On my time, now I'm old. Okay, I'm 47 now. So we used to celebrate the date. Okay, so I don't know how it's going today, but I don't think they celebrate anymore. It's just a common day for the day.
Yeah. I'm really like, oh my goodness, I'm speechless, because you know the day is like is it is possible. I'm just kidding, but yeah, you said something important. And you, Patricia, do you know? Do you think it? Do you remember the Indigenous Day?
Yeah, I think I did understand what Alex said, but I remember I think it's 50th April. I don't know it's correct. I remember it's in April, because my
Yeah,
daughters they are student, little girls, but the date exactly I don't know. Maybe 60th.
it's like on April 19. Yeah, was closer, but yeah,
Okay, thank you.
And
yeah,
sorry to speak on that once more, but for older people like me, there was a song, Baby Consuelo, todo dia era dia de índio, and that sticks in your mind. So older people will remember that.
yeah. I don't know this. And you, Lucas, do you know? Like, do you usually remember the Indigenous Day or no? Or you just remember because on the internet the people post about this? I don't know.
Uh, just remember for the internet because I'm horrible to keeping dates for me. So you say it's February, April. So now I remember, but before it. No, I don't remember.
Yes, great. And you, Wellington, do you remember? Like, do you usually remember? I know.
Actually, I don't remember uh, because uh, I think we don't have so much information about this when you are adults. But I just remember when my daughter do something at school, you know.
Yeah, I think it is easy if you have like children, this kind of things. And you, Ricardo, do you remember the day?
I think that date is celebrated on April 19th. And I used to remember that date, see some posts on Facebook, on the other social media. I don't remember myself. I use it I use it I don't use it to remember that date. So only I see some posts on
Yeah,
social media.
great. And you, John, like, what do you think?
Oh, I really, I don't remember. When I was kid in the school, I did a work. It's like a homework of the indigenous, and with the time I forget.
Yeah, did this happen the same with me, when I was like in the middle school, in the primary school, I guess. We had like the celebrations day, and they explained to us about this day, and a lot of things happened in these days. And I just remember because we didn't have class, like this. And then I never like study about this after this thing, but I usually, as you said, I usually remember on the social media. But now I know, I remember, right? And then I will never forget. But I think and as long as I know, I think like the Indigenous Day is international, so it's like it's not just on Brazil, it is like around the world. So yeah, I usually remember this because the last year I saw something about this, and then yeah, but usually I saw just on the social media, but I know I remember, as I said. Great. So we can go to the next question. It is, have you ever learned about this at your school? Patricia, can you start?
Yes, I have learned about this in my school. I remember the teachers uh, painted our faces, and put in our head a cocar, something similar this. But I don't remember exactly what they said about this date. I don't remember this, but I just remember my face was painted and the cocker does this.
Yeah. And you, Ricardo, do you learn about this?
Yeah, I learned something about this date on my primary school. I don't know, and I don't remember the teacher talking about something, the history behind this. I remember just Patricia said, uh, painted our faces and put some things on our head, but I don't remember the history behind that. I think that's so important in my. But talking about that now, I don't remember the history behind that, no. But I remember learned something about it. I think that.
Yeah, great. And you, Alex, do you learn it?
Yes, every year we had a date at elementary school, and maybe that's from what I remember. After here, try to Google for the song from uh, Dia de Índio. Google for the song. Just by curiosity, okay?
Yeah. If he like you said like starting saying more loud, the your voice will be better because I really now I can't listen anymore. Yeah. And you, John, you studied about this?
Yes, I studied in the school about the indigenous, and I like it so much. But talking about the, how can I say, the beginner of the Brazil, you know, when the people of Portugal arrived in Brazil, and the school teached this for us,
Yeah. You give you a little spoiler about what I will say the next things. But okay, yeah, it's exactly like this. And you, Lucas, yeah.
Yeah, I have learned, but just a little. And because there were indigenous people in my region before in the past, so we learn about some things in school. For example, some indigenous have lived in that neighborhood or in that city. So, but just not like many things about them. Just a little, but I don't remember a lot. But I remember I saw some things in history classes, but not a lot, just a little. Especially for the indigenous who lived in my region, in my city. Not just this.
Yeah. So I guess that I don't know how can I say this, but like I forgot. Yeah, I remember. I was like thinking what I was saying, I just forgot about it. But like I guess that I learned it, as I said, in the middle school, this kind of things like celebrating the day, and then of course in the history classes, because the teachers we studied about this, the first like Brazilian moments, the first things here in this land and kind of things. So yeah, I will skip to the question number 5, and then I will come back to the number 4. We usually can do is as well. It's not like a rule that you need to follow all the sequence. So the question number 5 it is how who oh my god, I forgot what I was saying. Oh, I put it wrong. This I'm so sorry. Who was the Brazilian's first gas ever? Were they indigenous or European? What do you think about this question, Anito? Wellington, are you here? Yeah, I don't know.
Sorry, can you repeat the question, please? I didn't
Yeah,
understand.
yeah. I'm so sorry. I put it wrong. The thing, who was the Brazilians first? I put it wrong again, guys. I'm so sorry. This like this questions
no
is
problem.
really wrong. Who was the Brazil first guests ever? Were they indigenous or European? I will change this on the chat.
Sorry, I didn't understand some words in this question.
Yeah, like do you think the first guests like hospedeiros, people who lived here first, was the European or was the indigenous? Like, what your team? The European was the first peoples who come here, or the indigenous? What do you think? In your opinion?
Okay, okay, I got it. So, in fact, the first people that lived here was indigenous, and it we can't deny this fact because uh, there are so many things in the history to prove this, and yeah, was the indigenous, and I think they have so much they are so much importance to our history because um, they they teach us how we can live with our natureza. I don't know how to say this word. And yeah, I think that's all.
Yeah, great. So Alex, what do you think? If you can say like loud, would be better now out loud, your voice to listen better.
Um, okay, I believe the indigenous were the first ones to be here. No doubt of that. We were only found here by accident. We were looking for the another path to the Indians. So I believe there is no doubt the indigenous were the first ones here.
Oh yeah, now it's working. Yeah, perfect. Thank you. And you, Patricia, what do you think?
Okay, so let me understand the question. If who Abito hid first? Yes or not? Or
Yeah, who lived it here first? Like, was the
uh,
Europeans or the indigenous?
okay, thank you. So for me, of course, is indigenous, because when that guys from Portugal come here, the indigenous is sorry, already is here, okay? And after this, these guys forced, I don't know, for so the indigenous learning, about the Bible and other things, it's so hard for indigenous. But this land was of the indigenous, I think
Yeah,
this.
yeah, I'm proud of everybody here. The history classes was really great. The teachers did a great work. No, yeah.
Mhm.
And you, Lucas, what do you think about this question?
I
Did you
think the
understand?
indigenous, like all the guys say, they think they were here since always. I think so. The Europeans just came here, but they are already here. So I think so. The
Yeah,
indigenous.
thank you. And you, Ricardo, what do you think about this question?
Um, in fact, the indigenous people stayed here the first. It's not I don't know. I think the European people robbed that land, the indigenous, and yeah, I think it's that. Yeah.
Yeah, and you, least but not the last, John, what do you think about this question?
So when I was studying about this, I know that the indigenous was here first, and the Portugal, oh wait, European people was is like a quiz in your country, and um, was find a new land for how can I say upgrade the economy of Portugal, and find the Brazil, the Brazil, and it's show for us that the indigenous was first in Brazil. This is my opinion.
Yeah, yeah, great. This is moment like in my student life that was like, oh, this is not true my entire life, because in the primary school we learned that the Europe was the first peoples here in Brazil, and then like in the middle school and the high school we learned that it was the opposite, and then my teacher told us like it's not a Europeans, it was the indigenous, well they was the first, and then all the things getting like make senses, like well yeah that is true, this senses that like this makes senses, like at all, because I don't know, but I can't explain this, but it was like, oh my goodness, I can't believe that it was like a thoughts my entire life, this kind of things, this, and yeah, great. So I truly believe that it was indigenous as well, Yeah, I just wanna say this. The question number 4 is, how do indigenous help the environment? So we saw in the video about the I don't know, I I don't know what I was saying. Oh my goodness, what is happening with me today? But yeah, just this the question, who do in the how do oh my goodness, wait a minute, how do indigenous help the environment? That is the question. Ricardo, you can start answer because like we're shaking. Yeah, your head. Go on.
Yeah, I think the indigenous people um, can help save the environment because I think that the indigenous people think the environment, the forest is their house. So I can uh, we can to save our home. I think that I think the indigenous people trying to save the environment because they're living in that home. Yeah, I think that.
Yeah. So, like you said, that the environment, their houses, so they need to take care of their houses. Yeah, makes all the sense. And you, Patricia, do you believe with this?
I think the indigenous protect our nature. They know a lot about the nature and how plant. I don't know, it's correct. Plantar. Trees, vegetables, fruits. How created some animals. And how fish and other things, they have mm, a lot knowledge about our nature, and they are able, help and protect our nature and in these things, because I think with the knowledge, and the ancestries and these things, and yes, I think the indigenous uh, love a lot the nature, because the nature is their house, is their. I think that make it part of their families, the nature is the same thing for them. I think
Yeah,
yes.
great. Thank you. And you, John, what do you think about this question?
Can you repeat the question? I didn't understand the question.
Yeah, how do indigenous help the environment, like the forests and the places,
Okay. So I think that the indigenous was it's like a take care, caring, it's like carrying the forest was their house. And so because I have my home, I like to live here. And I think in the indigenous living in the forest is the same thing. Is a natural place for them. And I think it is so beautiful. And uh, I can say that was the home and the same place that then survival every day, you know. So it was good for them and for our country.
Yeah. So I will skip to the next question, and some people will answer this question because we are get up like we're running out of the time. So the next question it is it an oh my goodness, is it an indigenous right to have the amount of lands? So this is we saw in the video, the fights with the president of Brazil, and also some people that believe they don't deserve all the amount of land, as the humans, the woman said in the video. So what do you think about this question, Lucas? What do you think about this question?
I think yeah, I think they I'm sorry, they have a right to have amount of land because they live there since always, and it's like their house is there. So I think it's their propriety. Yes, I don't know how to say propriedade, but I think they they the piece of land it's for the indigenous, not for us now. The people, the rest of the people. I think it's their house, so it's them. Yes, they have to right to have some lands.
Yeah, great. And you, Alex, what do you think?
Yes, for sure, they have the right to be there. As a matter of fact, it is a way to preserve the forest. Uh, if they start allowing farmers to go in there to just for cattle, it will finish, it will end the forest as we know it.
Yeah. Wellington, what do you think about this question?
Yeah, I think the indigenous have the right uh, to have most land, uh, but uh, I think they are. I think is not all true, because they are bad indigenous as well because uh, they are people that that want to have this land just because they want to have money and have uh, do some bad things about the land. Even though they are good indigenous. So, but we have to think about it and discuss uh, because have a lot of problem involved in this question.
Yeah, and you, Ricardo, what do you think about the question?
In my opinion, I think that's important. The indigenous people um, that are mainlands because that is they are the real people who lived in that land the first time. So, but in that moment, the world lives, and the capitalism is it's more important for the many, the many people. So I try to explain the some situation. In the USA is a big country, so there they use it to drain. I don't know to get the something on the land because the USA is the biggest country, the biggest rich country of the world. I think that because they used to I don't remember the word to get the main things on the land, the gold and the petrol, the other things. In Brazil, we don't use to do that, but the capitalism is I don't know, Uh, but uh, I think that way. The I think that the very important environment because we need to stay alive. I think that because the warming global is here. I yeah, I think that.
Yeah, great. And you, John, what do you think about this question?
So I think that they have the right, but now in this time it's very hard to say this because have people that familiarize with other things. For example, we live in a home and have indigenous that live in the forest. I think that have this the side of the indigenous and the side of the people that want live in a house, because our country is very big and have opportunity for everybody to live here. and I think they have the right because they was here first before, if compare with us or the European people, and they have the right, but the Brazil is for everybody. You are muted.
Anna, you are muted.
Oh yeah, now it's back. So I'm so sorry, guys. Ugh. Um. Oh my goodness.
No problem, it happens.
Yeah, all the time.
No
So,
problem.
and you, Patricia, what do you think?
Yes, I think indigenous have all right, have a lens because I think Brazil is then, because they discovered Brazil, they live here many years ago, and I think that they have this right, and because they discover it, they live in here and these things. Yes, that's it.
Yeah, perfect. So, everyone answered this question, so I will go to the next question. Do you know any kind of indigenous habit that we have nowadays? If yes, which one is it? Wellington, do you remember?
Um, sorry guys, I think I don't have so many vocabulary to discuss about this subject, but oh my God, let me think. Uh, oh, I'm trying to remember something, but I just don't know how to answer this question.
Yeah, don't worry. And you, Patricia, what do you think?
Some kind of habits, maybe eat some things like I think I don't know how can I say in English, but mandioca I think is a habit from the indigenous, and these things come from mandioca, like cake or tapioca or other things like that. Uh, what else? Many the teas, yeah, that we drink sometimes. Some specific teas for some disease, Um, I don't know, it's hunt. I think hunt or hint. I don't know, caçar, but these I think it's since the primordials, not exactly for the indigenous. Oh, guys, I just I remember this the food, the mandioca, and some teas. I think it's from the indigenous for us. And
Yeah,
yeah, and some my mother when I was child, and I had a stomach stomach ache. My mother prepared a tea from a plant called boldo. I think it's from indigenous as well. I don't know. It's the knowledge I think is from indigenous as well. So yes, that's it.
yeah, perfect. And you, Lucas, do you remember?
No, I think I just know only foods like Patricia said, mandioca, but I'm curious to know if someone here knows because I think we have, but I don't know. So I'd like to know if someone else say knows. I'd like to listen.
Yeah, great. And you, Alex, do you remember?
Yeah, I only remember the manioc and the manioc flour as well. I guess also The way that we shower every day, very different from the European, is something that comes from the indigenous as well.
Yeah, great. And you, John, do you remember? Like,
Yes, my grandmother uh, used so much. It's like natural medicine, and she used today when I am sick, right? Sick. When I am sick, my grandmother prepared it's like a tea of whatever bold aroeira. It's like this, and I feel very good. So the natural medicine is the thing that my family used today.
yeah, great. And you, Ricardo, do you remember? Like,
Yeah, I was remember some things like they said some teas and take a shower every day because the European people doesn't use it to take shower every day, and the indigenous take a shower in the river every single day. And I think that take a shower and drink some teas.
yeah, I think it'd be more hygienic, because indigenous are usually more than Europe's, yeah. So that is it for today, everybody. We have like just uh I forgot the name, the 5 minutes. Yeah. So don't forget to answer the feedback. It's really important to us. And I hope to see you in the next time. And yeah, take care.